morning, class. Today we're going to be learning about division. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to understand the process involved with solving problems using division. In order to do this, we need to investigate different strategies to help us solve simple division problems. Before we move into the activities of our lesson, it is important to firstly understand what division is. Division is the process of taking a whole item or a set of items and splitting them into equal groups. When you use division, you start with a larger number and then break this number into smaller equal pieces. For example, we have the problem 6 divided by 2. This means we have a total of 6 and we want to divide it into 3 equal groups. If I have 6 paddle pop sticks and I have to divide them into 2 equal groups, I will place 2 paddle pop sticks down and then place the rest of the paddle pop sticks equally amongst these 2 groups. To find the answer, all I have to do is count how many paddle pop sticks there are in each group. You have probably seen this division symbol before. It works well for very simple division problems like the ones in our fact families. When we start moving into harder problems, we need to use a different division procedure and a different division symbol. In this division symbol, there are 3 special areas in this symbol where the 3 main parts of the division problem go. The first area is under the horizontal line. This is where the number that will be divided up goes. We start with a big number and need to divide it into smaller groups. The second area is out in front of the curved line of the division symbol. This is where we put the number we will be dividing by. This is called the divisor. This number will tell us how many groups we will be dividing our big number into. The third area is above the horizontal line, and this is where the answer goes. The answer to a division problem is called the quotient. This answer tells us how many we will end up with in each group. Let's try our example using the division symbol. The 6 will go under the horizontal line. It is the number we are dividing up. The 2 will go in front of the curved line because it is the number we are dividing by. Now we need to figure out the answer. To do this, we need to ask ourselves, how many 2's will it take to make 6? We can use the multiplication table to figure out the answer. First, we find the 2 and then move across until we find the number 6. The multiplication table shows us that 2 times 3 equals 6. So 6 divided by 2 will equal 3. Let's try a harder example. 300 divided by 3. 300 will go underneath the horizontal line and the 3 will go in front of the curved line. So how many 3's will it take to make 300? Let's start small. How many 3's go into 3? We know it is 1, and we can check this on our multiplication table. Now, how many 3's go into 0? Let's check the multiplication table. The answer to how many 3's will it take to make 300 is 100.
In this lesson today, we'll be exploring a variety of strategies that will assist us in calculating division problems. Therefore, you will be arranged into 4 groups so you can participate in a range of group rotations that will help you to practice different division strategies. The first group activity is Khan Academy. For this activity, you will use the classroom computers to log into the mathematics program Khan Academy to practice simple division problems. The next group activity involves using task cards to practice simple division problems. In your group, you will split into pairs and play a game using the task cards. Each pair will be given a 1-minute time frame to answer as many division problems as they can. The opposite team will test them. At the end of 1 minute, you will write down your score and then that pair will test the other pair. The third group rotation gives you the opportunity to understand division using concrete materials. Each member of your group will be given a certain amount of paddle pop sticks. With these concrete materials, you will be asked to divide them equally into a certain number of groups in order to find out how many paddle pop sticks will fit into each group. The final group rotation is a worksheet. This activity will help you to practice your division problem solving using the division symbol. Within this activity, you can choose to do division involving 3-digit number division with remainders, 3-digit number division without remainders, or 1-digit number division without remainders. Each of the group rotation activities will go for 10 minutes each. Once each group has completed each of the 4 activities, you will each engage in a think, pair, share activity where you will reflect on what division strategy helps you to understand division the best. At the end of this discussion with a partner, you will be given the opportunity to share your strategy with the class. Be prepared to explain why this division strategy works best for you. Therefore, you will need to divide this figure into smaller amounts that can be used for each of the rooms within your house design.